Good evening, welcome to another video review of another addition to the collection. This one's a couple of years old and it's the 7th Defiant in the Corgi series, 4 of which have been Nightfighters. And this is the lovely Boulton Paul Defiant Mk.I, representing the aircraft N1801 or PSY of Coimbatore 2 RAF number 264 Madrid Presidency Squadron. Of course, a lot of words to get out there. RF Cologne in Wiltshire, and of course representing that famous Northern Irish Nightfighter, Flying Officer F.D. Hughes and Gunner Sergeant F Gash. So this is a 172 model. As always, let's get it out of the box and show you what's in there and then put it together. So here we go. I've got quite a few little bits and pieces here, but I'll talk you through it in a minute. So we've got obviously the undercarriage as always. What's really good about the Defiant undercarriage is the fact that it fits in really sweet. So it's like a nice thick peg, so it's really sturdy. Tail wheel is fixed. You've got a set of undercarriage doors there as well. You've got the up and down fairings, which I'll go through in a minute, as well as some plugs as well for the rear wheel if you want it in flight mode, and a number of different little aerials which I'll talk through. And of course the bog standard Corgi stand, no cradle attached to this one. This is an older aircraft. So what's different particularly about this one is it actually comes with a set of instructions. So the first set is around the gun turret fairings. Whilst it was in combat, the fairing was raised, so there's a slightly thicker one there, as you can see. And in combat, sorry, whilst it was not in combat, the raised fairing part was there. When it was in combat, the lower part there, which is a flatter fairing, is fitted. And this is indicated in terms of both cases, so non-combat and combat. Okay. Also, you'll see next to where the turret is, there is a small piece that goes over the top there. So when it wasn't in action, and that's removed and standard as so. So that's those two bits there. Also on the back of it is a number of different aerials. So it had longer aerials whilst in flight mode there, and when its undercarriage is down, the smaller aerials, as you can see, which could be a rather tricky one to fit. But let's put it in flight mode and see what she looks like. So here she is in non-combat mode, as you can see, with the upper part next to the canopy, the raised fairing, and underneath you'll be able to see both of the aerials, which will be in a smaller retracted mode as well, and up undercarriage in. Again, the great bit of advice I would give you, especially when working on a black worktop, try and put a tray underneath it when you're putting it together. You'll be able to see if you drop any of the aerials, which Corgi provide 2 of each for, which I think is actually a really good call. The markings are really nice in it. I love the extra yellow on the roundel, which is a curious thing for a night fighter, because that would make it stand out that little bit more. Also, you've got obviously the white wing walk, I can't even get the word out there, and of course if you're up there you can see Coimbatore, if we can get the focus, 2 on the fuselage with the motif as well. Really love it. I mean, with all Corgi Defiants, Defiant's not a massively produced or well-known aircraft. I believe there's one in existence at RAF Hendon, and of course a brilliant replica made by the original people at Boulton Paul for the RF Museum down at Hawkins, which is well worth a visit, and hopefully I'll get down there this summer as well. Got a brilliant shop if you're into models as well, and doing some great work. Also, I've just had the JU-52 turn up. They're rebuilding the only Westland whirlwind in existence. They've got the cockpit section there, and I believe the rear fuselage is joining it later in the year, as well as a number of Hurricanes, great monuments, the Heinkel, which was previously a Duxville, or a Casa if you're going to be specific, as well as the Blenheim as well. They've got some brilliant stuff there, so well worth a visit. But yeah, this is it in flight mode. I'll now put the wheels on and show you what she looks like on the wheels. Here she is on her undercarriage, looking nice and sturdy. Again, another bit of advice, make sure you're using some tweezers or something to put the smaller aerials in, because they're rather fiddly and very small. So, but here she is in her undercarriage. The details on the scheme are really, really good. Even like the small red stenciling on the wing there, it was really, really nice. I mean, they do a great, this is the 4th Nightfighter. I've added, obviously, IXO do one as well, as do Atlas and as do Oxford. If you really want the full complement, which I do have, I think I've got every Defiant that's ever been made in die-cast. But it's difficult to tell when I'm living at my mum's, but I'll be definitely looking to get the night fighting Glede Hurricane to go with this now. Excuse me. And also the ME109, which looks fantastic as well, and the night fighting Emil. I believe they're the only night fighters I'm missing from the collection. Oh, sorry, and the JU88, which is on my plan to get next month from Andy at Lofty's, who's doing a great price on that. So yeah, this, like I said, is 2 years old. I went to get this for a little while, and Andy at Lofty sold me this at a brilliant price on the Facebook page. With a couple more editions to come in the post as well at some point this week. Right, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you soon.